All right, so here is Sean Strickland. He is one of one, the inimitable pride of Corona, California, training under Extreme Couture's banner here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Great teammate, outstanding boxer. He lives in the gym, and you're probably not going to outpace this guy over 25 minutes, so it can be a little bit of a mind-bending exercise, not just in training, but also in the fight itself. Sean Strickland is not going away. Just ask Israel Adesanya how that stylistic matchup went for him. Now we'll see how Strickland can fare here tonight, and if he can get back to the precipice as the UFC middleweight champion. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Khamzat Chimaev steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, we send it back inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean Strickland! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Khamzat Chimaev!
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, early round action here, and it has been a remarkable rise to UFC prominence for Sean Strickland. He has always had the shiny record, but once he found this middleweight division, he took off like an absolute rocket. And even though there are stylistic challenges in this division, especially when it comes to strikers like this, Sean Strickland's undeterred. He believes that he knows how to outlast and break opponents, and he's going to try to not just break his opponent's face tonight, but break his will as well. Oh, beautiful hook there. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And now some separation. Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to the ground.
Whenever your opponent knows that you're going to try to take him down, you have to disguise it. He did not disguise it. He tried to shoot a blind shot. It got defended as you would expect it to.
Lands to the body there. Gets the early takedown. Oh, and there's the early takedown. Just what the doctor ordered.
Exactly what he wanted to do. You saw it in the training footage. Takedowns are going to be the key. He got one early. He's on the right track.
Going for a submission. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter because they have all of their submissions. Right. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the Kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Strickland.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Takedown defense holds up. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Oh.
Chimaev's strike attempt there is blocked. Throwing that jab, no good.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. Armbar.
Oh, he's got that arm in tight, DC.
Good armbar attempt here. What he's got to do now is just be very aggressive to try to finish this fight. It's a fight now. Who's going to win this position? This has got to be the end of the fight.
Whoa! Submission defense. He gets out.
I mean, the calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage on.
Doing fine. Stay relaxed. Breathe.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Under a minute to go. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Chimaev's really pressing now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Round one winding down here. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
He's beating you on the ground right now, on the points. He's not hurting you too bad, but we can't allow that to happen. We've got to get back up to our feet. The guard is awesome.
All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. All right, so next round is underway after he came very close to submitting his opponent in that previous round.
He came very, very close to get that finish, but he wasn't able to get that little extra squeeze to get the finish. But it's okay. Continue to try and put yourself back in those positions to get the job done. Got to be careful here. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. posture's up. Big head strike, huge elbow there. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack some arm triangle. Now he's in trouble. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Back mount now. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. All right, so he continues to land a hot.
Now he's trying to guillotine.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. You gotta be kidding me, he's out. Khamzat Chimaev getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position. Strickland's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied. Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. Under 2 minutes to go in round 2. Chimaev getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet.
Stop.
Nice job defensively. He blocked that punch.
So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, uppercut.
He just seems much. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, feet on the hips here. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
He passes to half guard. Oh, right into mount. Oh. He's got to be careful here.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Chimaev. And the horn sounds on round 2.
Take a seat. Deep breath. Good. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. All right, man. I want you to set those kicks up.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown. Oh, he's stunned bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover.
Takedown defense holds up. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this. Back to the feet.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown. Great job landing from the top position.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
The hard ground and pound is paying dividends. He has opened up a cut.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Strickland's back to the side control now.
He's got to find a way back to his feet.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Khamzat Chimaev.
Now he's going full mount. Yep, got to be very careful there.
We'll see what he does here. He postures up and lands to the head. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Strickland's back in full mount. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but Chimaev's looking for a Darce choke here. Oh, that Darce choke is tight. Oh, and he's out. Strickland's back to the north-south.
Nice defense.
Less than a minute to go in the round. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Chimaev.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Lands the grounded pound strike here.
The swelling is starting to show. He has been beaten up from the top. He has got to move. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Sean Strickland. 10 seconds now to go in the round. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5-minute rounds. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Fighters separate from the clinch now. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 28 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Sean Strickland!
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I gotta think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.
Never follow them till they be moving shambolic. My side will be getting money, that's socio-economics. Heard them on every verse, so there'll be several discrepancies. Have them up, it's nothing but death in your destinies. Set the template from what I've written on a piece of paper.